live and we're recording. Alright, hello everybody. How's it going? I'm back. It's been a little bit. Literally, I have been working. That's all it was. I was literally just at work. So, I'm good. I'm straight, Merry Christmas, happy holidays to all of you. Hope you all had a great time with your families. Hope you all had a fun time. I'm here with more Valhalla, so I'm just ready to continue. Let's see where we go from here. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Rise and shine. Oh, good morning. It's 11 a.m. though. That's morning for me on the weekends and any other day. How's everything outside? Still noisy, but forces have been deployed to take care of most of them at least. At least. How so? Zaibatsu Corp's president is pleading with anyone to stop the rogue White Knights. Neighboring city forces were deployed quickly and have subdued most of the opposition. There has also been reports of White Knights just freezing, like they were petrified somehow. You make it sound like some god suddenly decided to put everything in place. Well, I'm just glad no bullets are flying in and out of the whole building. Sure, there's still some bad apples out, and it's not really safe yet, but it was worse last night. There's also to be a civilian force lynching any white knight they spot. So not only are the White Knights a problem, regular folks are on edge too. I wonder if Say's okay. Should we be worried about Gil? That kid knows how to take care of himself. I'm sure that whatever it is he's doing, he's safe. Dare I say even safer wherever he is than here. I sure hope so. Are we gonna work today? Nah, things are too nasty right now. Let's take the Sunday off. Oh, alright. Say, do you want me to help you get to your apartment? Actually, yeah, I'd appreciate that. Okay then, let me lock things up and we'll go. We'll grab something for lunch on the way. Sounds good. Oh, look at this. We actually haven't seen this yet. That's so crazy. So crazy. Home sweet home. Alright, yeah, okay. And here we are. Home sweet home. Thanks a lot. Hey boss, wanna get out for a bit? Yeah, grab a beer, chill off for a bit. Mostly to thank you for helping me. Well, I don't have much to do anyway. So yeah, sure. I did tell you should invite me to your apartment sometime, didn't I? Oh yeah, you did. What worries me a bit is that beer always leads to something else. To more beer? I was gonna say to one of us going through the Spanish announcer's table, but I think we're safe here. Come on in then. Excuse me? Want one? Or excuse me, want one? Sorry, I don't smoke. Don't mind me though. Smoke if you wanna. Thanks. Say, how's the chilly weather treating you? It gets cold from time to time, but nothing the kotatsu and the heater can't fix. Alright, boss. You're not very good with the cold, are you? You know it. You didn't bring your jacket here either. Yeah, I left it at home when going to the bar yesterday. Excuse me. Oh, actually, I forgot to do something. Let me do that right now, actually. Go to live streams. Not visible. Cool. Ah, sweet. Let's see. Ooh, I'm wide open. I think I'm gonna let it fly. I guess it won't let me. Oh well. Customization. Alrighty, yeah, that's all I could do. Whatever. OBS is all good. Alright. It wasn't that cold that I didn't expect to spend the night at the bar. Would you like a sweater or something? Oh, don't mind me. I insist. I have this hoodie from some time ago and it was too big for me. Why buy it then? It was dirt cheap. Right. Wait, where did you get this one? Don't know. Some flea market ages ago? Why? Nothing. It's just like one I had excuse me. It's just like one I had many years ago. What happened to it? Too much use. It just ripped. I see. You can keep it if you want. I never use it anyways. We'll see. I made my mouse too fast. Oh, but also. Nope. Yep. There you go. I want my mouse to be LGBT. Let's go. Alright, come and think of it. How old are you, boss? I'm eternally 17. Fair enough. 17 plus how much? 17 plus I'd have to cut your tongue if you knew. Alright. Let me go change you to something more comfortable. Take your time. The creature. Say, Joe, there's this blue-eyed mass of black fur glaring in my general direction. Oh, that's just 4. He's just wary of any new visitors. Cats will always be cats, I guess. He'll warm up quickly, though. Just give him time. He's unusual looking. Blue eyes on a black cat. They usually have green. Yeah, weird, huh? At first I thought they were like that because he was small, but they never changed. Do you have any pets, boss? Back at home, we had a bear. What? Good old Bosco. He kept intruders away better than any dog. Right. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, man. Shout out, Joe. This picture isn't... This picture here isn't something you see every day. Well, me taking such a sappy pic? No, a framed picture on printed paper. It's so vintage. Who are these? That's, the one on the right is Lenore, my ex-girlfriend. The one on the left is Gabrielle, her sister. Huh. Is this pic recent or... Actually, that one's from 3 to 4 years ago. You look exactly the same. I'm only 27, what'd you expect? That's why they say kids are the old one, that's why they say kids are the ones that get old. I thought it was recent because you don't usually see people displaying pictures of their exes so openly. Let alone a printed and framed one. Did you two break up on good terms, son? You even hesitated a bit when calling her your ex. Let's just say that everything ended with both of us saying mean things. And me storming out of her house, breaking a couple things on the way out. We never broke up formally, and I guess I still have feelings for her. I just went away. Haven't said a word since. Really? It's hard to picture you doing such a thing. You look so happy in the pic. Why ever pick out like this, son? I just couldn't get my mind off of something that Alma said to me. About missing having the warmth of someone else pressed against your side. Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs. Putting your head in their chest. Listening to their breathing as they pet your head. Dozing off knowing they're there. Watching you. Protecting you. I don't know. I felt nostalgic. Then miserable. I'll just put this away. I've been meaning to apologize, but I feel like it's too late now. Whenever I go out, there's this fear in the back of my head that I'll meet her in the street. I just don't know if I could face her again, let alone talk to her. I'd be a mess. It's never too late to apologize, Joe. Maybe. What's that on the table? Looks like it's nothing. It's nothing. Now please give that to me. Lope. Alright. I saw nothing. Don't worry. Anyway, let's grab some beers. Guide me. And we go to her. There you go. There you go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, you have lots of beer. Well, the BTC gives me discounts and a point card I can use every time I buy their alcohol. With that, beer is actually the cheapest drink I can get. Is there any difference between the drinks at the bar and these? The drinks at the bar are more addictive, flavorful, and also stronger than the ones they sell in stores. And besides, the ones in the bar is more of a double IPA. This one is more of a Pilsner. I always pronounce them IPA, but I know people pronounce them IPA, so I'll just pronounce it IPA for you guys. Oh man, I'm trying not to be tired, but you're gonna hear me yawning from time to time. Like now. Yeah, besides, no, I already read this. In English, please. This one's lighter in color and lighter in flavor. Don't know, it doesn't taste like a doesn't taste like a lighter to me. Is this one made with that what was the name of the base liquid you use at the bar again? Nutriogenic dichrometrical lidogenol? Nutriogenic dio I'm gonna get this right. Nutriogenic dichrometrical lidogenol, or NDL. It was a supplement or something, right? It was an experimental fluid. By the way, my background for my home screen for my computer is this scene. Such an amazing scene. I love it. It was an experimental fluid they created to replace water when the maiden kissed polluted water supplies. The effects of pollution turned out to be temporary, so NDL never went into mass production. Oh. But the BTC still commissioned it for use in bars. And is this one made with it? Let's see. Yep, here it is near the end. NDL and cornstarch. Cornstarch? It serves as a stabilizer. If I remember correctly, it serves as a stabilizer if I remember correctly. They need it for packaged drinks. I see. I just realized something. What? You're a nerd, Joe. Guilty as charged. I still have that bottle of rum somewhere around. Do you want some of it? Will you have some too? Not really, no. Then leave it like that. I'm not letting you drink beer alone. That's not how drinking with friends works. Do you consider me a friend then, boss? Why wouldn't I? Oh no. Well, with being my boss and all, I was never too sure. Oh, here. Well, in case you had any doubts, yes, I consider you one of my best friends. Besides, you and Gil are always so diligent and responsible that I'm boss in name only anyway. That's good to know. That's good to know. On a side note, it surprises me you kept that poster of me in the room. And even more that you hung it in plain sight. When I gave it to you, it was more or less a joke, you know? Does it make you uncomfortable? If it doesn't make you uncomfortable, why would it make me uncomfortable? It's my own face. I'm still wondering why you did it, though. Aside from filling an empty spot in the wall, I don't really know. I thought it was funny, too. Excuse me. I guess it's like if someone gave you, I don't know, a dildo-shaped trophy or something and you had it there as a conversation starter. Although no one comes here anyway, so it's kind of pointless. What? No steamy nights of passion? Not since a year ago, I think. And I'd rather not talk about what happened. And did someone hurt you? Because if they did, I can go dish out the pain. Nah, nothing of the sort. A different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess. A not being able to have sex for reasons mess. Ooh. Glad to know you have my back, though. As your friends are for. But you talk about the poster and compare it to having a dildo-shaped trophy? Did you just call me a dildo face? That's what friends are for. Hey boss, be honest with me here. About what? Who's Gil exactly? What do you mean? You know what I mean. Who the heck is he? Oh yeah, that. Well, I have a couple of ideas. I know for certain that Gil was in the Hong Kong riots, and he took part of the anti-riot force before defecting. That should give me a clue as to who he is, but... So far, I've only found out about one such defector, and he didn't leave Hong Kong for at least 4 years. I also know for certain that Gil was in England and France during that time frame. And it's always like that. When I think I have a clue as to who he is, something else comes up that contradicts the evidence. That guy's troublesome. A bit, yeah. I wonder if Gil's alright. You worried about him? You make it sound like I'm some emotionless robot. You can be hard to read. I wouldn't worry about Gil so much though. There's 3 things I know for certain about him. Excuse me. First, he can take care of himself. Second, you can sincerely trust him. And third, he absolutely hates bell pepper. He does? I've seen him even reject food that has been in contact with it. Man, what a baby. Unless he's allergic or something. He's not. Man, what a baby. How'd you meet such a guy? He showed up in the door of the bar. He what? Excuse me. Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with Robert and the levitation potion. Right, levitation potion. It was a slow day and he just showed up to the bar. I offered him a drink, but he said he didn't have any money on him. I couldn't leave him alone, so I pretty much gave the drinks for free. And after a couple, he broke down crying. Huh? I don't know what he did, but he was really, really regretting it. He wanted a second chance or whatever, and I told him if he could wash himself, I'd find him a job. And I'll be danged, he looked totally different the next day. Dang. I tried and failed to find out anything about him, so I decided to take him at face value. I judge him for what he did as an employee. And aside from the occasional sudden escapade, he's been as loyal gets. I returned the favor in kind, covering his butt from time to time. Sometimes literally. What surprises me is that you took him in so easily. I can take care of myself and I always kept an eye on him. And besides, after the whole Robert thing, I couldn't ignore someone that desperate so easily. I see. You've made the bar more lively yourself, you know? How so? Well, with the regulars you've earned, of course. Like that blonde biddy hacker. I can't remember her name. Alma? I was gonna say Armitage. She's a nice girl, you know? I don't think she's young enough to be called a girl. Says the girl who's eternally 17. In any case, she's really lovely. When you hear her speak of her family, she speaks with such love. Her face just brightens up. It makes me kinda jealous that she has such a close relationship with them, to be honest. You have bad relations with your family? Not bad, but I'm not exactly close to anyone aside from my mom, dad, and aunt. But back to Alma. I'm really hoping she finds a nice guy to settle with. I mean, she's so bent into finding one. I can't help but want her to succeed. Ah, I see. There's also that sex worker robot girl. Ah, Dorothy. She intrigues me though. I've seen lots of sex workers over the years, and she seems pretty giddy. It's not that she likes her job, but rather that she takes to it with such childish excitement. I kind of noticed that too. But then again, Lilim can be weird. You think? Lilim operate in some really foreign logic. I mean, they don't really share out our fear of morality. Or no, excuse me. Mortality. Even if their bodies are destroyed, their minds are already backed up in a collective source. If they lose an arm, they can reattach it or replace it. Depending on the circumstances, they may not even feel pain at all. It's not like they haven't attained human-like emotions like fear or love, but they're different. Like a different culture, if you must. I didn't see it that way. Aside from that, Dorothy is a DFC 72. It's a social interactions model or something. Lilim get positive reinforcement straight from their bodies if they're fulfilling their main purpose, so I'm guessing she gets a built-in push whenever she's in a meaningful or challenging social interaction. Interesting. The name Lilim is a bit weird though. It is? You'd expect them to be called bots or dolls, but Lilim doesn't convey the image of automatons. Just a tip, bots and dolls are considered slurs by them. Bot is akin to calling them the R slur, and dolls like calling them fake. This was made in a different time, so I'm not gonna fault him for it. But I can't say that, because it is a slur. And the fact that she even said it, it's like, I know she's making a point, but still, it's like, just be careful when saying that word, because it's not socially acceptable anymore. Not like, oh, because a time period that it was socially acceptable. No, like, it just, regardless of the time period, it truly wasn't really ever acceptable. I'm just saying more for like people out there who don't know, like, it's not okay to say this word. Thanks for the advice. That aside, do you know why they're called Lilim? As far as I know, because they all come from a bigger AI called, that's cool. That's really cool, actually. Called Lilith. And Lilim are Lilith's offspring in Jewish folklore. Ooh, cool. See? Me and Boss agree. Hey, speaking of names, why don't you like being called by your full name? I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't act stupid. Back when you first transferred, I called you Julianne, and you almost tore me a new one with your glare. Sorry, I need water. See? Like that. It's no big secret, but it's one of those things that feels silly. That feels silly when you say it out loud. Try me. Well, did you ever watch Model Warrior Julianne? Not all of it, but my little sister's a big fan of the reruns. Back when I was in elementary school, I was a huge fan of the show. I had everything, from the dolls to the costumes to the lunchboxes. It didn't help that it was one of those shows that got strapped literally everywhere. I saw a couple episodes once, they were really nice. It was beyond nice. The show's about a model who can transform into an armor-clad magic knight. She fights demons born from greed and vanity. How the show presented Jules hating her job because it invited enemies, and yet still found solace in trying to be a role model. Heck, the main character wasn't a kid. Julianne was an adult that became younger when transformed. I'd say it was a pretty ambitious kids show, even by today's standards. The way she describes it reminds me of Annie of the Stars. Like, how they portray her as super jaded, but still a hero who tries to be still a hero trying to be the image for young kids today. Just the fact that her enemies were literally issues dealing with beauty standards and body image, challenging as frick. Oh man, my throat's getting really bad. Well, you got excited there. And that is the problem. Back when I was obsessed with Jules, I sang the songs dressed like her. I could even recite full chapters. Something tells me you still can. That's besides the point. It was nice while I was in elementary school, but then I went to middle school. And what a surprise! Tweens are a-holes. They went out. They went out of their way to tease me about the things I did back then, or the things I did back then. I didn't hold it against Jules. I always hold my grudge against those F jobs. Sounds rough. You know how most girls worry about their thighs at that age? I worried about jerks singing a theme to teasing. I worried about jerks singing a theme tune of the show mocking me. Anyways, every time someone calls me Julianne or Jules, I instinctively react negatively. Pavlov would be proud of me. That's funny. Messed up but funny. I never talk about it because I find the whole thing too silly in retrospect. And yet, it affects you even today. There's nothing wrong with it though. It's actually kind of reasonable. I sure hope so. Come to think of it, what kind of kid were you, boss? There you go. When I was a toddler, I was the kind to always fight with kids bigger than me. Then puberty happened and I became the Merriam-Webster definition of a shallow jerkwad. Around the time I turned 16, I realized what an idiot I was and went on to become who I am today. And the less I talk about those years from 12 to 15, the better. Fair enough. So, Joe, what kind of guy was your grandpa anyway? He was rough around the edges. Or he was rough and around the edges, the kind of guy that means well, even if he says otherwise. He seemed to have a soft spot for me, though. One moment he was congratulating my dad by berating him a little, and the next he was playing with me. My dad worked a lot and my mom was always traveling, so I spent most of my childhood with him. Can I ask how he died? Out of old age. My dad says his last words were something like, "Effing scientists created mannequins, but they still can't let you upload your brain." Why the question? I'm curious about you, really curious. I just realized that even though we see each other almost every day, I know very little about you. Oh. From what you told me though, seems your grandpa's personality really rubbed off on you. I've heard that one since I was a kid actually. You know, boss, I'm a bit curious about your circle of friends. What kind of people do you have in it? I don't know why my throat just got really bad. Alright. Keep in mind, you're included in this circle too, so any insults you heard will apply to you right back at you. Or apply right back at you. Let me see if I can use gum or something, because it hurts. My throat's really getting just messed up. Anyways, I have this friend I've known for a long time. A redheaded girl, glasses wearing gun nut called Iris. The one you called for that helmet thing? That one. She's managing a BTC bar in Panama right now, if I remember correctly. She's managing a bar too? I got the idea from her actually. Oh. It's called Nirvana. And if you thought this city was dangerous, You should see the people she has to deal with. I can't wait. I cannot wait until Nirvana comes out. I am, trust and believe, I am buying that game and I'm going to play it on stream. I want to play that game so bad. Alright. I'm sorry, I just, oh man, I gotta check. Hold on, I'm going on Steam. Valhalla. Where is it? Let's go to the studio. Sukuban Games. Yep, Sukuban Games. So of course, you know, they have Valhalla, but upcoming releases, nothing. Great. Alright, how about YS Bird, huh? Upcoming releases. Demon School. Nirvana. There it is. I cannot wait for this game. Because this is going to be about Iris, huh? Or I guess one of the people there. I can't wait. I can't wait. I I cannot wait. Yeah, anyways. You should see the people she has to deal with over there. Piracy ain't nothing to F with. And it means to annex to other business. What else does she do there? Or to annex to another business. There you go. I think the bar was originally her hotel's bar. She moved the bar to its own building elsewhere and opened Nirvana, or excuse me, Nirvana B in the hotel instead. Weird decision. I believe she says she wanted a place away from the noisy rich tourists that go into the hotel. So that bar is her woman cave. Woman cave. That aside, let's see. Friends. I guess there's also my little sister, but that's a given. Oh, there's also my old partner from when I was in the Neo San Francisco Police Force. Francisco Police Force. Good old Lexi. Should give her a call sometime. Wait, you were in the what? I've done lots of things, Joe. I spent a short time collaborating with the police force. I've been a wrestler, an MMA fighter, chimney cleaner, lumberjack, pet shop attendant, corporate mascot. Corporate what? I still see my face on some websites from time to time. Anyways, beside from you, Gil, my sis, Iris, and Lexi, I guess there's a lot of people that don't want to see me in harm's way. Mostly because they're the ones that want to hurt me. What about you? I guess I have acquaintances here and there. Back at home in college, I went out a lot, but it felt more like going out was the pleasure rather than the people involved. Aside from you and Gil, my closest friend since moving here is Alma. Oh, and Dorothy. I mean, sure, there's four, but that cat's a hermit that refuses to go out. Hey, he's a cat. Hey, a cat's fine too, Hey, boss, what will you do when the bar closes? I don't know. Maybe I'll take a friend's offer of working with her. I was also thinking about going back home and helping with things there. Or maybe going traveling for a while. I see. Oh, but don't worry. Bureaucracy's slow as heck, so they won't close the bar for quite a while. Better enjoy being there while you can. Yeah, maybe. Will you be visiting me in whatever bar I end up working in? I have a bone to pick with the guy that supervises the bar I'm planning to get you transferred to. I go there even though I have virtually no reason to. With you there, I'd have something pleasant to look forward to. You're sending me to someone you have problems with? If I have to trust another bar owner, it's certainly him. He's actually a pleasant boss from what I've seen. The fact that he and I have a tendency to go at each other's throats is an unrelated matter. I'll trust you on that one then. Don't worry. Maybe I can get you a bracelet made out of wood pieces from the bar's counter or something. We'll see. Hey, I'll tell you what. When the bar closes, let's both take a vacation. Go on a trip. That'll clear your mind a bit. Yeah, maybe. Well, that was the first, outside of the bar section that wasn't just chill at her apartment. I don't remember if we continue this or if this is just the end of the night. Oh wow. I forgot this game had chapters. That's crazy. Yeah, I know. I know what a manga means. Your electricity bill will be sent out on the 24th. Please make sure you have the 8,000 needed. Jill is curious about a Duruma she saw. Getting one will prevent her from becoming distracted. Have a nice day. Alright. Let's read these first. Alright. Danger U's admin has been arrested. Again. Famous hacker Alice Rabbit graced the popular text board Danger U with a new threat, which resulted in the arrest of the site's admin, known as Furfur, for the second time. We have no details to give other than that he was arrested as part of an ongoing investigation. Cybercrime Unit's Lisette Blanc told the Augmented Eye during a call, "We are now busy tracking down the message that appeared yesterday. We inquired about the arrest. Furfur will only respond with a calm, 'Not this BS again.'" Nano Camo is now making a smart underwear. If underwear you can change with the voice command was something you really wanted in your life, Nano Camo has you covered. Already provided consumer versions of their advanced nanomachine fabric, they plan to release a line of underwear that can change its look with a spoken word. No more stains in your white panties. Just change its color to black and you will barely notice. That won't change your smell though. They're not that advanced. We expect an increase in sales next year thanks to this innovative product. A PR representative told the Augmented Eye, "I'm already using them. Super comfy if you ask me." GSF January 4th card. Announced 66 American Kid and Giant Yusuke headlining. The blood feud between Giant Yusuke and 66 American Kid will reach its climax this January 4th at the at the annual GSF Dome. But it's not the only match of the night. Other interesting bouts feature great workers such as the Great DK and Errands. Full card below. 66 American Kid versus Giant Yusuke, GSF champion. Red Comet Jr. versus Nagisa, women's champion. Akito versus the Great DK. Roy Campbell versus Errands, GSF Junior Championship. Jack Baum and Blaze versus Huli and Karakolta, Tag Team Championship. Osuna versus Siegfried. That's cool. I'm really not interested in reading this, but oh well. That post is gonna be crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Alright. I'm ready. I'm ready to go to work. Goody. Gil? Oh, hey guys. How the hell did you get in? I have a copy of the key, remember? Wait, that's how you greet me after so many days? I never doubted you'd be fine. If anything, I have to cut your paycheck for leaving for so many days without notice. See, Jill? He'll be here on Monday like nothing ever happened. Wait, why does he have a copy of the key and I don't? The need for you having a key never arose. True. Anyway, glad you're fine, Gil. Thanks, I guess. What? Are you gonna make me wash the bathrooms again? Not today. Listen, I don't know who the heck you are, who the heck you really are, or what's trying to come back to bite you in the butt. But remember, there are people that actually care about you. Don't just leave like you did. Especially after the heck broke. Yeah, especially after heck broke loose. At least give us a sign that you're still alive. So you were worried. Isn't that normal? When it comes to you, I don't know. Shut up. She's right though. You shouldn't make ladies worry so much. Check if the cats didn't move the internet antenna, would you? Fine, fine. Hey boss, why'd you leave the hoodie at my place? 'Cause it's yours? But I told you you could keep it. Sorry, I couldn't find it in myself to take it. Why? Partly because I didn't feel right taking it. Mostly because I thought you'd totally look cute with it. I see. Don't think I'm rejecting a gift of yours, it's just preserving cuteness is one of my principles. Right. Are you still worried about the whole bar closure thing? Of course I am. Not like I can't work because of it, but you know. All we can do is enjoy whatever time we have left here as best as we can. Yeah. So cheer up. Clients smell sadness and fear, or we don't want that. I'll go to my office. Okay. Antenna's fine. Antenna's fine. Did I miss anything? Not really, no. Anyways, let's start the day. Yeah, I'm fine. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Oh yeah, Gil? Hmm? Glad to see you're fine. I mean it. Thanks. Excuse me. I'm looking for Dana Zane. May I have your name? Tell her it's Brian. Just a sec. Boss, some Brian guy is looking for you. Tell him I'll be here in a... Tell him I'll be here in a bit. Sheila, you heard her. It's alright. I'll wait. It's weird for someone to come asking for her, though. It's not so weird when you're BTC's original manager in these parts. Yeah, I guess that's... I guess I didn't give you the best first impression. Don't worry, I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not a fan of people treating me too nicely because of my position anyways. Handle me like I'm just another client. Alright, I can do that. What can I get you, Mr. Bryan? Let's go with the basics. A sugar rush, please. Coming right up. Just gonna make it all alcohol. That's funny. Here. Alcohol. Yeah, this one's nice. Back in training, they made a big deal out of sugar rushes. Why? They're like fried eggs of mixing drinks. They're the most basic thing, but people can still mess them up. Sugar rushes are simple enough that you only need to follow the instructions. If you can't even do that, your future as a bartender is not bright. Huh. They never told me that. You're Joe, right? Yep, that's me. Dana has talked quite a bit about you. Really? And I guess you must have a few questions for me. Am I right? Mostly concerning the closure warning Valhalla got? Can you disclose any information? I shouldn't, but you have the right to know. Thanks. Don't mention it. Now where to start? You saw the news on the information leak during the Apollo Trust Bank incident, right? About the White Knights having lots of members from criminal organizations in their ranks. Turns out the White Knights were the only ones with shady people. Some of those same folks have been trying to elude legal problems using BTC certified bars. The BTC bars have their own protocols, meaning the White Knights can't dig too deeply. At least, not without going through a ton of paperwork first, giving the criminals time to cover their tracks. Oh, here. Oh, yeah. Although it takes a bit of time to set up, it has apparently proven an effective method for money laundering. Where does Valhalla come in? Young bars are the ones under the radar right now, and the modest to low income ones are the primary suspects. It's not just Valhalla. Any small bar with small income is being investigated heavily right now. So the closure notice is due to low sales? Among the reasons a bar can get axed, low sales is the rarest one. If low sales were a problem, lots of bars would close every year. You'll find out soon enough, huh? Sorry? Oh, nothing. Don't mind me. Seems your guess was spot on, Gil. Hmm? If it helps, I'm doing my best to appeal in your place. Really? Why? Most of Glitch City's bars are a pain in the butt. They constantly give reports of chemical damage or shady drinks. This is one of the few places from which I've almost never received complaints. The closest thing to a recent complaint was that whole Farmer Fabrics affair from a little while ago. So much saliva. I wouldn't get my hopes up though. Especially since the BTC would try to save face by axing as many suspects as possible. Knowing you're making an effort is enough. Thanks. Can I get you anything else? Now that I remember, the recipe book has a drink created here, right? Oh yeah, the suplex. Get me one of those, please. Sure. Here. The registry form said this was an accident while making a pile driver. You can ask the creator of the drink just over there. Ah, so you're Robert. Yes. Yes, that's my name. I'm Robert, the one and only. Joe called you Gil, though. It's Argentinian slang. Robert here is from Argentina, so we call him Gil. Oh, I see. Sorry, Brian. I was sorting some stuff at the office. Please come in. I'll be right there. Any other questions, Joe? Not really, no. Although, yeah. If you were to evaluate my performance right now, how would you rate me? Clean and timely delivery of the correct orders, a top-notch bartender. Thanks. Now, if you'll excuse me. I'm surprised you haven't met him before. I received my training in another city. The regional supervisor there was some girl with a red mohawk. Ah, I see. Wonder what boss will talk to Brian about. Jill, was it? Ah, Miss Stella. What a pleasure. Are you okay? Yeah, just call me Stella. Hey, give me a big beer, please. Huh. Sure, on it. Alcohol. Are you sure you're fine? You know Sayer, right? Of course. What's up with her? Oh, I forgot. I gave her an accent. She was at the Apollo Trust Bank during the whole affair, and oh, right, that. So she didn't show up on the list of massive body count in the aftermath. So I was hoping that maybe you've seen her. As much as I'd love to say that I had. Yeah, I figured as much. Man, the air's suddenly a lot heavier. I mean, could tell her everything will be alright, but that would sound a bit condescending. What does one do in this kind of situation? Maybe a joke? Nah, it'd be tasteless. Okay, just try and say anything. At the very least, you'll break the tension. Maybe distracting her will be enough. I don't think clearly when under this kind of pressure, do I? There was a private eye here the other day. I? Oh, sorry. I'm a bit on edge. A private detective, I take it. Yeah, maybe you'll want his services. What's his name? I believe it was Art Vondelay. Oh, that Art guy. Yeah, actually, I hired him yesterday to look for Say. So you still have hope. I'm somewhere between bargaining and depression right now, and I'm afraid to let go of bargaining. I see. Is he any good? He doesn't look like it, but he's quite skilled at gathering intel. I believe he'll give me answers about Say, whatever they might be. Sometimes I wish I had magic wand so I could solve all my problems with a swing, you know? Sorry if I'm making you uncomfortable. Oh, sorry, no, it's about feeling uncomfortable. It's not about feeling uncomfortable. It's just weird. I usually try to say something to my clients when I see them down. And right now I can't find any words that doesn't sound hypocritical, useless, or tasteless. I'm glad to know you have that much common sense, at least. All I can do is get you drinks. Can I get you anything else? Something sweet. Something that'll help me calm down a bit. Gladly. Here you go. Thanks. Seems you really like Say. I don't have brothers or sisters, and my social interactions are usually strictly business. So Say's more than a friend to me. She's. Oh, here. Oh. Is that Eric Blood? It is. Weird. She's. Sorry, I brought that topic up at a bad time. Excuse me. Sorry, I brought that topic up at a bad time. Don't worry about it. As I was saying, she's more than a friend. She's my emotional support. She's someone I can trust wholeheartedly. I say she's like my sister, but siblings usually lack that level of trust. I have to deal with high level class. I can't say that. I have to deal with high level class jerks of every race and bring in on a daily basis. They use a business mask to hide anything they don't want others to know, and I do the same. But with Say, I can be myself. Oh, easy. I'm sorry, I'm too tired to do an accent right now. When I do other visual novels, I'm so glad that some of them are gonna have voice acting, because like, I'm really bad at voice acting. But with Say, I can be myself. I can do whatever I want and vent all my frustrations. She's always been there for me, and now she might need me. But here I am, sitting in a bar making other people do that job because I'm a useless pile of flesh. Sorry about that outburst. I'm actually kind of jealous of the level of self-control you're using here. I mean, I'd be a mess in that situation. Still, would you like some fresh air? I'm gonna take my break and you could use some. Well, for a given value of fresh. I'm fine, thanks. Okay then. Gil, please service Miss Stella while I take my break. Sure, leave it to me. Goodness, it is chilly outside. Huh? What would a kid like you know about that, eh? I'm just giving you the facts as they are. What happened while I was gone? Let's see. Detective guy came in, cat boomer girl greets him, they start talking. Everything was okay until the girl mentions Ibatsu Corp offhand. After that, the guy got riled up and started bad-mouthing it. Oddly enough, he was the only one. She just carried on like it was just a normal conversation. I see. Well, I won't deny Zaibatsu Corp is anything but innocent. When you get down to it, it has an enhanced quality of life here. Yeah, if by enhanced you mean getting yanked by a shiny new chain around by a shiny new chain around our necks. Can't you see that those big companies don't care about us? Why do you think Glitch City is mockingly called the guinea pig of the world? We're just one big test tube for them to use however they want. But then again, I don't expect a kid to understand how hard it was, let alone a rich kid. True, I don't know, and true, I have privilege that clouds my judgment. But can you deny that the meddling of Zaibatsu Corp has brought quite a few benefits? Like what? The AI integration program they started making is making huge advances in the AI department. Every day, more and more countries are seeing the benefits of recognizing AIs as citizens. Yes, but we also hold the AI reformation program, meaning that we're also the world's Lilim prison. AI went rogue, transfer it to a delivery drone or ship it to Glitch City. That murderer is now delivering your pizza. Fair point. That although that program has proven to have reformed many AIs, they don't brag about their 88% success rate for nothing. City also has a stronger economy. Zaibatsu Corp's success made more and more companies bring their products here. And the gap between the classes continues to grow. More companies just mean more people who will plant their feet on your face. But it also means more products are being brought to the lower classes. Stores have 20% more brand variety compared to last year. Zaibatsu Corp's main medical research branch has also made lots of discoveries. More and more illnesses previously thought incurable are being addressed every day. It's amazing for those who can afford them. Meanwhile, down here we're experiencing medicine shortages almost every month. You have a point there. Oh, but there are also more jobs. All the companies coming down here need personnel. So the unemployment rate has gone down by almost 40% this year. More jobs? Shut up. Am I wrong? Well, that's... Hey you, don't just sit there, give me a Zen Star. Sure. For the sword, baby. That sounds so nasty. Here. Goodness, this is awful. It's your order, though. I seriously hope you don't really believe everything you just said. Of course I do. Why else would I say it? You do bring up something I always fail to remember. All the benefits to be gained over time are limited to a few. I can talk about advances all I want, but in the end, there's still a luxury belonging only to a few. And even those that can be accessed by everyone are more like an improvement in the bigger picture. That doesn't take away the fact that there have been positive changes. Credit where credit's due, don't you think? That's a pretty mature answer. Discussions are a way for two parties to understand each other. The only people afraid of discussion are the ones whose points are too fragile to defend against someone. Yeah, but sure, whatever. I'm gonna take the chance to ask you about the job I gave you yesterday. Haven't been able to find much. Wow. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Alright, let me. Oh man. my voice is starting to go. I haven't been able to find much, but I can at least tell you that she wasn't at the bank when I opened it. Or when I opened. What does that mean? Either she left before the whole ordeal started, or she managed to escape at some point before the whole thing ended. All the corpses are accounted for. They only found one totally disfigured, but the witnesses identified it. It wasn't your friend. That much is for sure. I see. Did you call him here? No, he just so happened to come here today. The weird part is that the girl did enter the bank. It's like she vanished or something. I see. Thanks. Keep it up. Your face brightened a bit. Hope is the last thing you lose, I guess. If he's telling the truth, say might have found a way out. She's a resourceful girl. She surely did something. Think I have another drink. Do you want anything? Me? Just give me whatever you order. 2 bad touches, please. On it. I remember this one party I went to. This guy came up with the name of this drink I showed. Or, the guy with the name of this drink showed up. Had the people found that one out, they lined up to slap him for whatever reason. They didn't seem offended to me, though. Imagine a guy shows up and tells you, I made a classy bad touch. Wouldn't you line up to slap him? Are you okay, Joe? Fine. Now that I think of it, did you find the girl you were looking for a week ago, Mr. Vondelay? Turns out she was at the Apollo Trust Bank all this time. No wonder I couldn't get in touch with her. Girl? Someone paid me to look for Crimson Rose and she happened to be at the... What? Trying to avoid mentioning that a dangerous assassin got stuck in the same bank as the girl you're looking for. Oh, don't worry. Besides, last thing I'm worried about is Say. Or with Say is people. Why's that? Her attitude is usually so laid back and gentle that she has no problem getting people on her side. And on the off chance that she has to defend herself, well... I once saw her take care of a warbot gone handwired by herself. She did need medical help afterwards, but she recovered in no time and managed to take care of the bot. Is she really that good? She's not only really physically fit, she's also really good with Krav Maga and... Something wrong? No, nothing. I just realized I forgot about all that. Say's not invincible, but she knows how to take care of herself. And like I said, she's resourceful. She'll find a way out. I just hope she's well wherever the heck she is. She owes me an ice cream. Want another drink, Mr. Vondelay? It's on me. Are you sure? Yeah, order away. Okay then. I'll have a piano, man. And you, Miss Stella? I'm fine. Get his order. Here. So this is what drinking something classy without worrying about the price feels like. Alright, I should get going. My contact will arrive at the rendezvous point soon. I'll let you know if I find out anything else. Miss Hoshi. Please do. Right then. You've been generous today. He made my night with his discoveries on Faye's situation. I'm not totally over it, but at least I got distracted for a bit. Well, that's it for me. Good night, Miss Hoshi. Thanks again. Please come again. You don't mind if I stay here a bit longer, right? Why would I? It's not like you're asleep. Thanks. This place is soothing. I'll just go sit over there near the arcades. Alright then, that'll be all, Dana. Quite a mess, the situation with Robert. Brian, you have a meeting in an hour with with MI6 Hall C. Right. Oh, if it isn't Miss Hoshi herself. Ah, Brian. Fancy meeting you here. And I expect to see you here of all places. Are you busy? Mind catching up for a bit? Sure, no problem. Jill will be sitting over here. Let me know if you need anything. Will do. This holophone is an old model, so hanging up is a bit laggy. You can call me Cass, by the way. I'm Jill. Say, you guys give a lot of liberties to my boss. I mean, she gets away with too much stuff. She's not hurting anyone and wouldn't excuse me. And wouldn't you say it's more interesting that? Finally hung up. It's been quite the day. At least the streets are calm today. I've arrived yet again. Oh God, the majestic hall of heroes. Calm until now. We meet again, bartender. You look winded, Virgilio. It's been out. Okay, yeah, I guess I said it wrong, yeah. Virgilio. No, I'm pretty sure it's Virgilio. You said as much the last time you came. Pronunciations are a silly thing society imposes on letters. They want to be free. They want to be pronounced however they want. You look winded, Virgilio. We are all little toys winded by the cruel hand of fate. You're stumbling until it decides not to wind us anymore. And you're the only one in the vicinity hyperventilating. I was jogging. Just like that? I can jog however I want. Yes, you can. What can I get you? Something fake. Of course. I am looking this up. Hold on. I don't have the mental capacity right now to try and figure out what it is. Okay. Oh wow, I literally end right here. Here. And this is totally not beer. Ah yes, just as fake as I want. Say, Virgilio, where do you work? I take the noble duties of curator at the Steampunk Museum. Really? What do you do? I study everything that comes around and keep it clean for the people that visit the premises. But lately my duties have been hindered by the museum's owner. Really? Yeah, he told me, stop touching the exhibits, you're gonna break them. The nervous of people. Huh? He still fails to realize that I'm the curator there. Without me, all those machines would be rustier than they already are. Even the visitors get that I'm the one. I'm the one responsible for those. Why can't the owner realize that too? Yeah. I bet he treats you like a janitor or something like that. Exactly. Okay then, time for your next challenge, bartender. Challenge, he says. I want purity. I guess it is Zen Star. How is this pure? It's a drink. It's free from any form or human. It's free from any human sin. It can do no harm consciously. Ah, yes. Beautiful. I forgot I was streaming. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry that took so long. I just had to make sure I got it right. uh, hmm? Hey, you. The guy over there. Me? Yes, you. Have we met before? Can't remember. Maybe? Yeah, I think. No. We haven't met. Ever. At all. That's an interesting reaction. Ah, Jill. I'll be taking my leave now. Be careful out there. Thanks. Huh? Excuse me, have we met somewhere before? That face. That eye. What about my eye, punk? We haven't met ever at all. Never, ever, ever. Good talking to you, bartender. You just scare off a client? Apparently. Well, I'm off. Thanks for everything. Don't mention it. Are we done for today? Yep. Quite a few clients considering the whole situation. Oh, shoot, that Virgilio guy. So you two actually met before. Yeah, you could say that. What? Gil stuff. Don't mind it. What were you talking about to Brian? Well, we were mostly catching up, to be honest. Hadn't seen him in a while. Offered him a drink when we met last week. I talked a bit about what to do after the bar closes. Oh, and I tried to explain the situation with Robert here. He agreed to help me out with that one when the time comes. Ah. Oh. I was also tuning out the details for the new employee. New employee? Part-timer. Or a part-timer. You'll meet him tomorrow. Ah. So it's a guy. An adorable guy, if I do say so myself. I suddenly have deja vu. You alright, Joe? Yeah. Must be nothing. Let's go. Flawless bonus. There you go. Alrighty. Well. Wait, did I load? Yep. Oh, that's good. Alright. Well, I'm gonna end it there because like I'm really tired. So we got through 2 days, which is pretty good for the standard that I usually do. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it there. Next time I play this, hopefully I'll be able to get some decent progress, but it's also 3 in the morning, so I'm not surprised that I didn't get 4. But yeah, it's been great. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and as always, it's been Infamous Isaac. Don't worry about what's on my screen, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace. Excuse me.